Speech on arrest of gangsters Mahesh Marne. Good morning, everyone. Today, I would like to speak on a recent and important incident that took place in Pune. The arrest of gangster Rupesh Marne, which came 8 months after a violent assault on local techie during Shiv Jayanti celebration. This case highlights not only seriousness of organized crime but also the efforts of our law enforcement agencies in maintaining peace and justice. To begin with, gangster Rupesh Marne was arrested early in the morning around 5 a.m. from one of his relatives' house in Mulshi. His arrest came after months of intense police investigation following his alleged involvement in an attack on Devendra Jog, a tech professional during Shiv Jayanti celebration on February 19 in Kothur. It is important to note that Devendra Jog is not an ordinary citizen. He is techie who works with the team of Union Minister of State for Civil Aviation, Mr. Murlidhar Mohol. After the assault, the minister personally visited the injured Joe at his residence in Mayur Colony and expressed his strong concerns about the city's deteriorating law and order situation. Following this, the Pune police took strict action. They had already arrested Gajanan Marne, also known as Gaja Marne, the leader of the Marne gang, along with 5 other members involved in the case. The police even invoked Maharashtra Control of Organized Crime Act MOCA, a powerful law designed to tackle organized criminal activities against Gaja Marne and his associates. However, Rupesh Marne, who is nephew of Gaja Marne, managed to evade arrest for over 8 months. During this time, he constantly shifted locations, avoided using mobile phones to escape tracking, and often hid in remote valleys in the Mulshi region during the day, visiting his relatives' homes only at night. This clearly shows his awareness of the police operation and his attempts to remain underground. But after continuous monitoring and intelligence gathering, the police received a tip-off about Rupesh's presence in uh, Anandgaon village, Mulshi Taluka. Acting swiftly, they planned and executed a successful raid, arresting him without any major resistance. According to Deputy Commissioner of Police Sambhaji Kadam, the case has now been handed over to the City Crime Branch for further investigation under MOCA provisions. Senior Inspector or Sandeep Deshmane of Kothuru Police also mentioned that Rupesh has a long criminal history. He had already been booked in more than 20 serious criminal cases before this incident. This arrest makes a significant victory for Pune police in their continuous fight against organized crime. It sends a strong message that no matter how long it takes, law enforcement will eventually catch up with the wrongdoers. In conclusion, this incident reminds us that maintaining law and order is not just the duty of the police but is the collective responsibility of every citizen. We must support initiatives that ensure the safety of our communities and discourage the glorification of criminal figures. As responsible citizen, we should always stand with the truth, justice, and peace. Speech on the arrest of gangster Rupesh Marme. Good morning, everyone. Today I am going to speak about major crime related to incident that recently made headlines in Pune. The arrest of gangster Rupesh Marne 8 months after his involvement in assault of Teki during Shiv Jayanti celebration in Kothur. This incident is a powerful example of how our law enforcement agency work tirelessly to ensure justice and safety in society, even when the challenges are difficult. Gangster Rupesh Marne was arrested early in the morning around 5 a.m. from one of his relatives' house in Mulshi Taluka. His arrest came after more than 8 months of continuous search by the police. The case dates back to February 19, 2025, when Teki named Devendra Jog was assaulted during Shiv Jayanti celebration in the Kothur area. It is important to note that Devendra Jog worked with the team of Union Minister of State for Civil Aviation, Mr. Murlidhar Mohol. After the assault, Mr. Mohol personally met the injured techie at his home in Mayur Colony and expressed strong concern about worsening law and order situation in Pune. Following this incident, the Pune police immediately launched a strict investigation. They had already arrested Gajanan Marne, also known as Gaja Marne, the leader of Marne gang, along with 5 other members. To handle this serious case, the police invoked the Maharashtra Control of Organized Crime Act (MOCA), a special law meant to control organized crime and gang activities. However, Rupesh Marne, who is Gaja Marne's nephew, went into hiding soon after the incident. For months, he avoided using mobile phones to escape police tracking and kept moving from one place to another in different parts of Pune district. Report says that he used to hide in isolated valleys during the day and visit his relatives' homes at night. Finally, after continuous investigation, the police received a tip of about his location in Antgaon village, Mulshi Taluka. Acting swiftly, they carried out a raid and arrested him successfully. Deputy Commissioner of Police Sambhaji Kadam confirmed the arrest and mentioned that case has now been handed over to the city crime branch for further investigation under MOCA. Senior Inspector Sandeep Deshmukh of Kothur Police stated that Rupesh Marne had a criminal record involving over 20 serious crimes which included charges of assault and other violent activities. Friends, this arrest is not just about one criminal being caught, it represents the commitment and dedication of police towards keeping our city safe. It also sends a strong message to criminals that no one can escape the law, no matter how powerful or connected they may be. This case reminds us of importance of vigilance, discipline, and respect for law and order in our society. As citizens, we must cooperate with law enforcement, discourage glorifying gangsters, and promote peace, justice, and safety in our communities. To conclude, the arrest of Rupesh Marne after 8 months is a major the arrest of Rupesh Marne after 8 months is a major success for Pune police and victory for justice. It shows that the law may take time, but it always prevails in the end. Thank you. Now, speech on patient care and authority conflict at Kamala Nehru Hospital. Good morning, everyone. Today, I am going to speak on the recent issue that highlights not only the challenges of the patient care but also the conflict of authority within public health care institution. The dispute between the dean of Bharat Ratna Atal Bihari Vajpayee Medical College and health chief of Pune Municipal Corporation (PMC). The incident took place at Kamala Nehru Hospital in Pune, a major civic-run hospital affiliated with newly established medical college. The issue began with Dr. Prashant Bothe, hospital's medical superintendent, wrote to Dr. Nina Borade, the chief public health officer of PMC, on August 18. In his letter, he raised serious complaints about doctors from the internal medicine department. According to him, several faculty members were neglecting their duties. They were not writing proper notes about the patient after rounds, were depending on interns to fill them inaccurately, were often absent on working Saturdays, and emergency department doctors were leaving after simply signing the attendance register. These are serious allegations, especially in a hospital that treats over 1,200 patients every day and runs 300 beds across departments such as orthopedics, pediatrics, surgery, medicine, gynecology, and obstetrics. Such a negligence directly affects the quality of patient care and public trust in government hospital. Responding to this complaint, Dr. Borade wrote a letter to Dr. Shilpa Pratinidhi, the dean in charge of the medical college, seeking an explanation and details about what action would be taken against the doctors concerned. However, instead of solving the issue, the tug of war over authority began. Dr. Patinidhi reportedly questioned Dr. Borade's authority, claiming that as a dean, she is at par with the health chief because the medical college and health department are two separate entities under the PMC. This created confusion over who holds the ultimate responsibility of monitoring the hospital's functioning and ensuring discipline among doctors. When asked by the media, Dr. Patinidhi stated that all operations in the medical college and the hospital were functioning smoothly and that the doctors would be spoken to if they were found neglecting duties. She also clarified that no official notice was received, though there were certain instructions from the PMC regarding hospital functioning. This conflict has surfaced. This conflict has surfaced at a time when medical college itself is under scrutiny by the National Medical Commission (NMC) for issues related to lack of infrastructure, amenities, and staff. The situation demands cooperation, not confrontation between departments. Friends, this incident reveals two important lessons. First, patient care must always remain the top priority. In government hospital, patients often come from poor and rural backgrounds seeking affordable and reliable medical care. Any negligence by doctors, whether due to workload or lack of accountability, can seriously endanger lives. Second, coordination and clarity of roles between administrative authorities are crucial. Instead of debating over who holds more power, officials must work together for the welfare of patients and the improvement of healthcare system. Bharat Ratna Atal Bihari Vajpayee Medical College, established in 2022, was envisioned as a landmark in Pune's public health system, but for the vision to succeed, both the medical and administrative team must act with mutual respect, responsibility, and transparency. In conclusion, I would like to say that effective leadership in healthcare means teamwork, ethics, and accountability. Hospitals and colleges must remember that their shared goal is not authority but service. Because in the end, every policy, every decision, and every debate must lead to go one goal: better patient care.